Hello everybody, thank you for clicking on the video. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. When do the Packers play today? I'm messing. Oh gosh, I'm probably gonna be asking myself that question for a very long time from here on out. I mean, it was the Super Bowl nobody asked for. It's the Super Bowl nobody wanted. But I think this has the makings of what could be a really good Super Bowl. Personally, it could be a classic. Hopefully it does live up to the hype. I mean, it's two, even though we probably hate them, this is two really good teams. My initial thoughts and reactions, as I just kind of do a quick summary of how I think the game could play out, this kind of feels like a Patriots versus Giants Super Bowl. Not Super Bowl 42 though, like Super Bowl 46, where, I mean, there is no real underdog here. There is no team that's undefeated. So it's not like 42 in any way, shape, or form. But it is the big, mighty Chiefs who have been there, done that, versus the 49ers. I would lean towards the Chiefs because the Chiefs have the experience, obviously. 4 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. Honestly, can the 49ers get over those early game jitters? Because I do think that they're probably going to come out a little sluggish. They've come out sluggish every single playoff game thus far, and they've been a team that can play from behind. I don't see it as any exception this game. I do see them coming from behind a little bit. Not a big deficit like how it was against the Lions, but I do see them being down 10-6 probably by halftime. So Chiefs lead 10-6 at halftime. Now in the second half, I think that's when the magic's going to start happening. I think this is going to be a low scoring defensive game, but then it's going to pick up in the second half, as most Super Bowls usually do, unless it's a stupid blowout like how it was a few years ago with the Seahawks Broncos. So hopefully, holy fetch, that was 10 years ago. Holy shit. Anyways, I think, and I've sounded like a broken record when I say this, if the 49ers want to win, it's going to have to go through Christian McCaffrey. I think that Christian McCaffrey is going to have 2 rushing touchdowns today. I think Kittle's going to have 1 catching, and so that would be Brock Purdy's throwing touchdown. So there's that. On the other side, I think Mahomes is going to have 2 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown. I think both of those passing touchdowns are going to go to Travis Kelce. I don't see Valdez-Scantling catching 1, Sky Moore, McKinnon, Pacheco maybe out of the flat, but I think this is going to be a Travis Kelce versus Christian McCaffrey game. And I've said that before, but seriously, it's like they're the biggest playmakers on both teams. So it's like, why wouldn't they get the ball? And I think a safe bet would be Travis Kelce is probably going to have the first touchdown of the game to go up 7-0, and then he's probably going to have another touchdown late in the third quarter or early in the fourth quarter for a second. I would say Mahomes' rushing touchdowns probably going to come first drive. They get the ball in the third, where it's like, hey, they just went up, 21-13 or something. You know what I mean? Oh, this one looks like it's in the bag for the Chiefs. But then little by little, the 49ers just chip away at the lead. My biggest unsung heroes, I would say, where I put a question mark because they're an X factor and I can't really foresee how they're going to play, Deebo Samuel and Isaiah Pacheco. Both defenses could stop those guys. The Chiefs could stop Deebo Samuel easily, and the 49ers could find a way to stop the running game with Pacheco. So I don't know. I think those 2 guys could be the biggest unsung hero teams for their teams respectfully. I think there might be a play or 2 that decide the game. Hopefully it's nothing like a holding call or something controversial that leans the Chiefs' way or the 49ers' way. I hope this is a clean game. If I would say my MVP, it's probably going to be Christian McCaffrey, because it's who knows? Dude could have 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns today. They could absolutely just trounce the 49ers defense. But then in turn, it's Patrick Mahomes could light it up and he could throw for 5 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns. So it's any given Sunday. I would say, yeah, for my MVPs, yeah, Christian McCaffrey or Patrick Mahomes, because I don't think even if Travis Kelce had 3 touchdowns, I mean, they're probably going to give the MVP to Patrick because it's they want Mahomes to catch Brady. But for a defensive MVP, I'd say Warner. I'd say Bosa, but I'm going to lean with Warner this time around because he has been the leading tackler on that defense. And I think there might be one play where he has a crucial forced fumble or something where it's okay, here we go. And the 49ers start to build momentum. And then on the Chiefs side, Bolton. Bolton had a huge, phenomenal game in last year's Super Bowl. And so I think he could come through as an unsung hero, kind of like how Hightower was for the Patriots in those Super Bowls a couple years back. So those are my, big predictions for this game. I'm going to take the 49ers 27-21. But, you know, I'm not going to be surprised if the Chiefs win because, I mean, there's so many theories on why they're going to win, but that would be my safe prediction is give me 49ers 27-21. I will see you after the game with a reaction.